Hey St. Louis, I'm Eric Luchenegger, the founder of Tenacity and the host of Bourbon Friday, and I'm back to update you on more important dates and events coming up. First up, applications. On May 9th, applications are due for the MIT Solves Global Challenges. They are seeking social entrepreneurs to use technology to solve today's most pressing problems. Those selected will join a 9-month support program and receive access to over $1 million in funding, grants, and investments. And very quickly on May 10th, Techstars applications are due for Future of Finance, Austin, Berlin, London, New Orleans, Sustainability Paris, Toronto, and Alabama EnergyTech. On May 12th, from St. Louis Inno, nominations are due for the Startup Exit Awards 2023 for both the Exit Awards and Lifetime Achievement Awards. Also due are the Fire Awards nominations, which honor companies and organizations setting the local economy ablaze. Then on May 14th, nominations are due for the Most Influential Business Woman Awards from the St. Louis Business Journal. These awards spotlight women making the biggest impact at their companies and our community. Also due on May 14th are applications for the Render competition from Render Capital. Think of this like Arch Grants, but for Louisville, but it's $100K safe investment. If you know what that means, you know what that means. Rather than a grant, like Arch Grants, it does have a requirement that at least one founder lives in the Louisville area. On May 17th, applications are due for the MTC Idea Fund co-investment programs. The Idea Fund makes direct equity-based investments in Missouri's most promising emerging companies to promote growth and encourage additional future investment. They have 3 programs: the Tech Launch for Pre-Seed, Seed Capital for Seed Stage, and the Venture Capital Program, which supports technology startups through matching equity or convertible debt investments up to $2 million. Then on May 22nd, applications are due for NASA's Climate Tech Startup Studios 2023 from FedTech. With climate change growing more critical daily, NASA is looking for engaged and motivated entrepreneurs to change the future through technology commercialization. So you get matched with a NASA tech that you use to bring a product to market. Finally, on May 30th, applications are due for the Google for Startups Accelerator. This 10-week digital accelerator program is for high potential cloud-native technology startups headquartered in North America. This accelerator is designed to bring the best of Google's programs, products, people, and technology to startups doing interesting work in the cloud. And the last thing I want to mention is that my company, Tenacity, has launched Swingspan, a digital divide program that provides free WordPress speed optimizations for nonprofits. So if you're part of a nonprofit or know someone who is, and they use WordPress for their website, go apply at swingspan.app, that's swingspan.app. And it's not an update video without events. We're gonna bring you 30 of the best in St. Louis, as well as virtual opportunities from around the globe. But before we do, why don't you hit that like and then subscribe? Sorry I missed this last week, but the 16th annual QFest from Cinema St. Louis started on the 4th, but is going until the 10th. So going for most of this week. QFest uses the art of contemporary gay cinema to spotlight the lives of LGBTQ people and to celebrate queer culture. On Monday, May 8th, it's turning hours into seconds using AI for your content marketing. From the Orange County Inland Empire, SBDC, this is part of a series, and that day is titled The Top AI Tools Big Agencies Are Using Today. Here you'll discover leading artificial intelligence tools utilized by big agencies, learn evaluation processes to choose the right AI solutions, and transform your content management strategies. Then on May 9th, going through the 11th, it's the AI Expo and Demo Hall Pass at the ODSC East 2023. You'll learn about industry trends and innovations from world-renowned speakers at this event. Attendees can access over 30 live sessions, engage with featured partners, watch demos, and network with 6,500 like-minded professionals. Also Tuesday, May 9th, check out the importance of data-driven decisions from Missouri SBDC. What data you need, where can you find the data, what does it mean, how to use the data. All these things help you define your target market, and the more you understand it, the easier it is to reach them. Also on May 9th, it's the NASA Climate Tech Startup Studio Lunch and Learn from FedTech. That thing I mentioned about NASA and FedTech and the applications, this is where you get more information on that. Also on Tuesday, join Voices, the STL Inclusive Entrepreneurship Affinity Group. If you're a woman, person of color, foreign-born, or LGBTQ+ in the St. Louis startup ecosystem, this is a chance to share your voice, connect to peers and resources in the entrepreneur ecosystem, and lead change within your community and organization. This month features a fireside chat with Jason Hall of Greater St. Louis, Inc. Also on the 9th, check out Vetworking STL at Three Kings Public House. You can join them and VetBiz for a night of networking with fellow veterans, organizations, and employers. So if you are a transitioning service member or job-seeking veteran, this is a fantastic opportunity to meet with fellow veterans and companies around St. Louis. Finally that evening, it's TikTok for Small Business with Digital Main Street. This beginner-level webinar covers using TikTok to engage customers, including fundamentals, business account optimization, content discovery, video creation ideas, and discoverability strategies targeting small businesses. Then kick off the morning on Wednesday with 1 Million Cup St. Louis. This is an event for local entrepreneurs to meet and present their startups to the innovation community here in St. Louis. The presenter for that day is Beyond Riche Foods. Also on May 10th, join Google Optimize's sunsetting. What now? From Instapage. Google Optimize will no longer be available, impacting testing workflows and UX. In this webinar, experts discuss A, B, and N testing, modern split testing best practices, and minor CRO tweaks for optimizing landing pages and campaign success. Also on the 10th, check out Recharting the Digital Customer Journey from Insider Intelligence. Media buyers need help managing ad campaigns due to complex channels, formats, and targeting strategies. This webinar teaches streamlining customer journeys with privacy, ad tech, and improvement tips. Also on Wednesday, it's St. Louis Business Expo and Business Growth Conference at the St. Charles Convention Center. This premier regional event offers opportunities for networking, product demonstrations, meeting decision makers, and driving sales with targeted audiences, fostering business growth and development in St. Louis. Also that day, join How to Build Your Minimum Viable Brand with NASDAQ Entrepreneurial Center. Learn to build a minimum viable brand, MVB, with Jenny Faries, founder and CEO of Brand X Humans. You'll learn to develop brand identity, convey values and mission, leverage position, and create customer-centered visual assets. Also on May 10th, check out Sales Strategies for Startups, Creating Effective Messaging from Founder Institute. Discover sales accelerating strategies in this interactive webinar with Daniel Weiner, an experienced marketer and business advisor, and learn to create personalized, compelling messaging, optimize sales emails, and use data for analysis and improvement. Finally, on Wednesday, it's Identify and Focus on the Right Customers at Kirkwood Public Library. This event is presented by the SBDC, delves into Growth Wheel's customer segments framework, examining demographics, geography, psychology, and purchase behavior to assist businesses in effectively targeting their ideal customer base. Then on May 11th, join How to Increase Marketing Impact Using AI-Powered Insights featuring Brand Ops from the Marketing AI Institute. At this event, discover how to enhance marketing strategies using AI-powered insights from Brand Ops as Chief Customer Officer Alex Rosen demonstrates their platform. You'll learn about full funnel visibility, improved competitive analysis, streamlined reporting, and better decision-making through AI analytics. Also on Thursday, the 11th, check out Market Research from SCORE. Market research can be accessible and affordable for all businesses. In this free workshop by award-winning expert Susan Spalding, participants learn market research basics, conducting self-research, and utilizing outside sources like industry reports, and government statistics. Also on the 11th, it's You Don't Have to Do It Alone, Resources for Minority-Owned Businesses from Enterprise University. At this event, learn about available resources and support for minority-owned businesses, including access to entrepreneurial organizations, helpful training, and other support systems that lead to sustainable success despite historical challenges and discrimination. Also on Thursday, join Predictive AI, the Super Bowl, and ad testing with American Marketing Association. At this event, you'll learn about a new AI-powered product being launched to enable big and small brands to test their ads in less than 15 minutes with great precision and against standard and custom parameters. Then on Thursday afternoon, check out Agritech Thursdays at T-Rex. This is part of a new monthly series. At this event, Hobbitair's CEO, Nick Rinke, will discuss their holistic systems approach to sustainable agriculture and how it accurately quantifies greenhouse gas emissions and resource use efficiency using advanced technologies like remote sensing, process models, and AI and ML. As Thursday, so of course, Venture Cafe, the theme for that evening is community activations. Venture Cafe St. Louis connects a community of innovators and entrepreneurs through freely accessible high-impact programming and events. Highlights include community connections, using improv to collaborate faster and more effectively, and the get-together, capital and community combos. Finally that day, join the 2023 Start Out Demo Day. This is the largest pitch event for LGBTQ plus entrepreneurs, and it will highlight LGBTQ-led scalable startups to investors. Top prizes include $5,000 for first place, $3,000 for second, and $2,000 for third. On Friday, May 12th, check out Content Marketing Friday Forum from Marketing Profs. Highlights for that are backing up your marketing claims with content, 497 page one ranks in 7 weeks, how pillar-based marketing is changing SEO, and Content Hacking 101, strategies to skyrocket content reach and engagements. Then that afternoon at T-Rex, join Startups, Self-Care, and You, hosted by Devin Moody Graham. Presenter is Dasha Lanise of Soy Nails, who will speak about entrepreneurial mindset. So come enjoy some snacks and drinks and learn how to shift your mind into business model. And that's Friday, and it's not Friday without Bourbon Friday, and you can join us at Tech Artista downtown for our weekly social gathering celebrating the St. Louis startup scene. Stop by for 3 minutes or 3 hours for more great drinks and better conversations. Starting May 13th and going till the 14th, check out the Scott Air Force Base Air Show and STEM Expo. For the first time in 5 years, Scott Air Force Base is opening its gates to the community for an entire weekend of air show performances and educational activities for children of all ages, so go check it out. On May 13th, it's STL Vegan Market with Pocket Parks. STL Vegan Market is on a mission to build a community inspired by conscious eating and consumerism in St. Louis. So join them at the 2-acre park and get excited to experience delicious vegan food, drinks, goods, music, games, yoga, and more. Also on Saturday, join STLX Summer Social and Potluck for good food, good people, and good times as you get to know the STL Experience Design community in the heart of Tower Grove Park at Cypress North Pavilion. Also that day, check out Imagine If, Issues Assembly from Community Wealth Action Group and WePower. This is a community policy solutions design event for neighbors, community groups, government officials, developers, and elected officials who are passionate about the opportunity to build community wealth, especially via real estate development. Then on Sunday, May 14th, it's St. Louis Code and Coffee at Tech Artista U City. If you're interested in coding at any level and want a community to connect with and share ideas, this is an informal meetup for anyone to work or hack on their project. We will be releasing some new content on YouTube in the next couple weeks, but in the meantime, we post content on TikTok as well. So if you're on there, hit that subscribe. And remember, Bourbon Friday is now on Meetup, so we hope you join us there. Finally, if you have an event or important date coming up, please email us at events@bourbonfriday.show. Thanks. Have a great week. I'll see you at some events. To stay up to date, follow us on social. We are at Bourbon Fridays on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. See you next time.